So today we'll start with the criterion D of the subject arts. The statement and title of the unit is the symbols of the sacred.
I want to ask you, what is your artistic intention?
So initially my artistic intention was to symbolize strength and wisdom throughout one symbol in order to make a stamp that will express my inner world.
Now, the next question is, why did you choose these colors, shapes?
Those shapes were chosen because of their complex idea, and they are really easy to understand.
And what message were you trying to express visually?
Visually, I've drawn a tree with a symbol of strength in it, symbolizing the wisdom of a tree and the strength that helps to grow this tree.
And now, remembering the class of designing symbols, why did you organize the symbols this way?
So the symbol of strength is symbolized in the tree, to show that the wisdom has the strength in it.
Now, what do you think was the most successful part of your final artwork?
I guess the most successful part was actually the craving the stamp, because the idea initially was transplanted throughout the paper to the stamp itself very carefully.
And what would you improve in the stamping or design if you did it again?
To be honest, I would have made it more realistic, I guess.
And how effective do you think your pattern communicates your sacred or spiritual idea, and why?
I guess it really interprets my inner world, since I guess that the strength is not only about the physical strength, and mostly the problem should be resolved with the wisdom.
And how do your use of space, repetition, and color support the symbolic meaning?
Space repetition, I've tried to make it, the stamp itself, I tried to make it really careful, I guess, synchronic, in order to show that the ideal shape is about the symbols.
And how does color support the symbolic meaning?
The color that I chose are light blue and dark blue, showing I guess the light blue shows the good intentions, and dark blue shows, I guess, the inner anger, I would say.
And how do you think patterns can be interpreted differently depending on the viewer?
Depending on the viewer, they may misinterpret the tree itself, I guess. The pattern really looks like a clover. That is why some people may think that this tree interprets not the wisdom, but the lucky, the serendipity, I guess.
And what visual decisions did you intentionally make to enhance the sacred message? And how do you know they worked?
So I've shown the pattern to my friends, classmates, to my parents, in order to ask if they understand the symbol and the idea that it interprets. And the results really pleased me, I guess, since majority of the people understood the pattern and the message from the first sight.
And coming to strand 2, could you please tell us what was something new you tried during this project?
To be honest, the new thing that I tried during this project is carving on the potato. I've never done that before.
So, what carving or design techniques have you improved, and how did your stamping get better over time?
I've made multiple trials. I've drawn multiple types of the symbols, and the thing that I understood is that you should make it more simple in order to show the audience and they should understand it.
And the next question is, what helped you get better at composition or stamp control?
I guess the tools is the key point in the stamping method, since the carving itself is not an easy work to done. So the tools may just make it less complicated.
Um, how do you see your artistic thinking changing compared to the beginning of the project?
At the beginning of the project, I tried to make it really realistic and huge images and symbols in order to interpret my inner world wholly. But I can tell surely that the at the end of the project, I understood that the key point is not in the complexity, but in the message and the way how it's interpreted.
So, how did this project help you explore your personal or cultural identity?
Initially, I thought to initially I initiated to do and carve a dragon to interpret my strength and anger. However, I understood that the thing that I should do is not about the anger itself. So I guess this project helped me to explore my inner world and understand myself truly.
How has your approach to creating art changed after this unit?
Could you repeat the question, please?
How has your approach to art, to creating art, changed after this unit?
I would say that the art initially was the idea of the non-complex exercises, I guess. However, after this project, I understood that the art is really complicated in a way of thinking, in a way of creating ideas and organizing all the symbols in order to interpret the messages.
And the final question is, what skills will you carry forward into your next creative work and why?
The skills, I guess, I would say that I should take everything easier, since complexity is not the key point. And brainstorming, I guess, brainstorming will enhance and boost my future artworks and foster the project and the quality of the idea. So thank you for your interview. That's all.